All right, everybody, I have a grift alert for you today. I'm going to give you the facts that we know, but I'm going to tell you ahead of time. I've been looking at this very strongly for the last 24 to 48 hours. My griftometer is going crazy, right? You know how, like, with a Geiger counter, when you get close to radiation, it's like, it's going crazy. The equivalent of with grifting is going off in my head as if I were next to the equivalent of a of exposed uranium with a Geiger counter. There is a new university being launched with the help of former New York Times reporter Bari Weiss and others, called the University of Austin. I'll describe it to you as it's being reported. Okay, the Daily Beast. Palantir founder is backing Bari Weiss no degree university. Weiss is helping launch the University of Austin. It is not yet accredited and does not offer degrees. Okay, so right away, you have to remember, part of why you go to university is to learn. And part of why you go is because there is this game. It is a game. It's a system in which you need this degree in order to get certain jobs. And so maybe you would learn at this no degree, no accreditation university, but it would not exactly help you get a job. The former New York Times opinion columnist Bari Weiss, known for her diatribes against cancel culture, announced Monday she's helping launch a new university, and its university is in quotes, that will be, quote, dedicated to the fearless pursuit of truth. The somewhat vague mission statement suggests the institution, called the University of Austin, or UATX, will be a home for those who have been shunned from, quote, illiberal college campuses. Griped UATX's inaugural president, Pano Canelos, 4 out of 5 American PhD students are willing to discriminate against right-wing scholars. The announcement of this was posted to Bari Weiss's Substack newsletter, which you can sign up and pay for if you want. Buried in the school's FAQ, it does not actually offer degrees, nor is it yet accredited. Also noted in the FAQ, the school is fiscally sponsored by a little-known nonprofit called Cicero Research. According to public filings, Cicero is affiliated with Joe Lonsdale, co-founder of the polarizing data mining company Palantir. As of 2020, the nonprofit listed no assets. Lonsdale is also a member of the UATX Board of Advisors. A spokesperson for the school said, "We're very proud to have Lonsdale on our board and as a financial supporter." While less known than another Palantir co-founder, the Trump-supporting billionaire Peter Thiel, Lonsdale has courted controversy. He assailed Pete Buttigieg for taking paternity leave. Any man in an important position who takes 6 months of leave for a newborn is a loser. In the old days, men had babies and worked harder to provide for their future. That's the correct masculine response. The University of Austin will launch this summer, offering forbidden courses with provocative questions that often lead to censorship. Oh, my God. My griftometer is going crazy, guys. It's going crazy. A group of public figures, many of whom are vocal critics of higher ed, are launching a new university, reports Bloomberg. The goal is to address a gaping chasm or chasm between the promise and reality of higher education. The board of advisors includes Lonsdale, I've already mentioned that, former Harvard University president Larry Summers, former ACLU president Nadine Strawson, David Mamet, Neil Ferguson, who's been a guest on this show, I should mention. Glenn Beck is really, really excited about this. He read a very strange scripted thing on his show. Check this out.
We are challenging a jealous orthodoxy and expect to be scorned, mocked, and viciously attacked. But with a healthy amount of courage, determination, and yes, money, it can be done.
Right.
And when we succeed and look back on this time, we will see that it is a small price to pay for all that we have gained from the choice to be bold today.
Right.
Holy cow. You know, we have been saying for a while that the university system will collapse on its own weight and that education is going to have to change, but it wasn't going to do it before America collapsed on her own weight without somebody giving.
I mean, the histrionics and hyperbole here is just something else.
Some sort of leadership and another option. I mean, really, you're down to Hillsdale as the only university you could go to. This university, led by these people, is remarkable. Absolutely remarkable.
So listen, my griftometer is going off the charts. It really is. I do want to say there are people involved with this project that I don't think are bad people. I mean, for example, on the website, one of the founding faculty fellows is Peter Boghossian, who's been on the show a number of times. He, I think, respects me as a leftist who is willing to talk to people of different views and, whatever. I think Peter Boghossian's a good guy, and his intentions have always seemed on the up and up to me, although sometimes I just don't disagree with his conclusions about the degree to which this higher ed stuff is actually the problem that he claims it to be. I have no problem with Peter Boghossian in principle, and he's involved. Tyler Cowen is an economist we've had on the show. He's involved. He's listed on the website. I think a lot of his economic instincts are excellent, and I know that I've seen some shaky cultural stuff from Tyler Cowen, but for the most part, I like Tyler Cowen, and I think his economic thinking is interesting. Jonathan Haidt, who's been a guest on this program, and I think has great insights into a number of different things. Arthur Brooks is involved. Arthur Brooks, a conservative, but the type of conservative that I really enjoy speaking with, who's been a guest on this program. He's involved. I had a very good conversation with Neil Ferguson. Okay, fine. Why does it feel like a grift? The drama around what I believe is a false belief that academia at this point is just worthless liberal trash, and that there needs to be something like this, which, again, not accredited for now. If that changes, we'll let you know. Doesn't even offer degrees. This just seems like something you can pay for to get classes that might not be that different from the Substacks of these people that you can sign up for. And so for now, calling this a university and saying it's in any way an alternative to actual universities seems deceptive and like a complete and total grift. That's my view as of today, bearing in mind that there are people involved with whom I don't have a problem. All right. And if they want to come and talk to me about it, I'm glad to have them on. That's no problem at all.